Hello, and welcome back to France News Network. My name is François Berger, and I'll be your host this evening. Today is March 2nd, 1848, and we are live here in Paris, France. Earlier today, the French Republic established universal suffrage to all men. Let's take a look back on the major events that led up to this. In 1830, Louis Philippe took the power of the throne after the reign of Charles X. At first, many lower-class citizens supported his reign, but eventually, due to growth in conservative and monarchical views, on his broken promise of ruling as a constitutional monarch, people started to demand change. The king refused to expand voting rights and allowed economic unbalance because of mass unemployment and food shortages. On the 22nd of February, 1848, the French people flooded the streets to protest the king and his supporters, demanding a more liberal government. They directed most of their anger towards the chief minister of the king, François-Pierre Guillaume Guizot. A day later, after constant shouting and protesting from the French people, Guizot was forced to resign. 52 people died from fixed bayonets from French officers. After this treacherous event, barricades were made out of buses around Paris. In fear of his life, King Philippe fled to Britain with his 9-year-old grandson the next day. 3 days later, the protesters, which primarily consisted of the working class and the bourgeoisie, established the Second Republic of France. This Republican government has since worked towards creating a nation that promotes liberty. Now we have David Dawes live from the field.
Thanks, Francois. Here we have a local priest named Jacques, who we have asked to give his take on all that has transpired in the past months. Okay, Jacques, tell us about your view of this whole situation.
Well, first of all, I'm very grateful for the overthrow of Louis Philippe. When he was in rule, my family and I did not have any bread to eat. And when we tried to protest against him, he ordered his guards to shoot and kill my fellow brothers.
I'm very sorry to hear about that, Jacques. What do you think the reason behind that economic disparity was?
Let me tell you, it was those gosh darn conservatives. We all thought that the Congress of Vienna was going to fix the things Napoleon did, but Clemens von Metternich and his conservative buddies put back France under the control of the monarch. They put back all the things that we fought for in 1789. None of that matters now. We have a liberal government now, and the French Republic will set things straight.
One more thing. You told me earlier that you've also been feeling the impact of the unemployment of the working class. What do you think will happen next?
Well, I've been out of a job for a while, but I trust the government will fix it as soon as possible.
Thank you very much, Jacques. Now back to you, Francois.
Thanks, Dave. And now, a quick commercial break.
Are you cold? Do you want to help create a new wave of fashion for us common folk? Introducing the scarf. With the help of the new weaving technology that those lousy aristocrats brought back from Britain after the French Revolution, scarves like this one can be manufactured in a fraction of the time and cost. So order your scarves now.
Good evening. This is François Berger with France News Network. Today is December 2nd, 1848, and we have a special report on the class conflicts during this past summer, dubbed the June Days. Although the middle class successfully implemented fair voting rights, the working class was worried that the bourgeoisie was ignoring their demands for more national workshops, which would decrease the unemployment rate of France. These workshops successfully created many job opportunities, but the National Assembly, which was majority bourgeoisie, closed them down. This led to 10,000 workers flooding the streets in protest. This revolt was eventually put down 2 days later, seemingly putting an end to this revolution. Wait a minute. This just in. Louis Napoleon, the nephew of Emperor Napoleon I, has just been elected president. I fear that the end of this Republican government has begun.
Welcome back. My name is Jean-Pierre. Unfortunately, Francois Berger is sick and cannot report this breaking news, so I'm filling in for him. Today is December 2nd, 1852, and we will be looking back on the coup d'etat of the French government that happened 1 year ago today. With his term ending soon and the inability to run for president again, Napoleon ordered the arrest of his top opposers and dissolved his National Assembly. He also restored universal male suffrage, which the legislature has abolished. After the forceful takeover, Napoleon became the sole ruler of France and introduced a new constitution earlier this year, making him president for a term of 10 years. Ever since then, Napoleon and his supporters, the Bonapartists, have been trying to bring back the empire. Today we have achieved that. Today Napoleon was crowned Emperor of France. This makes the official end of the Second Republic and the beginning of a new empire.